Welcome back to My Big Fat Mess. I'm Anthony Ferraro and today we're cooking spaghetti, king prawns and bacon. I've got the water already boiling. This one goes really fast together, 12-15 minutes. By the time the pasta is cooked, the sauce is cooked. So I've got the water on to boil. Once that's on and I start cooking the pasta, I then start combining the rest of the ingredients to make the sauce. So it will literally take 11 minutes to get this one going. Water's boiling, we can now get our thing going. So you know my rules. Punch of salt, cold water start, get your pasta. So this is the leftover from another dish that I cooked. I'm gonna use all of this. So this might be a little bit generous for one serving, but you know what? We can eat them tomorrow. Hold it, and then gently press. If you find that the steam is burning you, just blow the steam away. And then you just gently let that do its thing. Perfect, get it all in and give it a minute. Don't put any olive oil or butter or canola or anything in here. It doesn't need it. 11 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer now. First, we're gonna put some extra virgin olive oil in the bottom, just a little bit, because now we're gonna put the bacon straight inside. I'm not gonna wait till this steams or gets overly hot. I'm just gonna put it straight in. It's on an 8. That's like on a medium high, almost a high, if that can even make sense. Let's get our aromatics ready. So chili, you know I like my chilies frozen because they last longer, they're easier to manage, and you can keep them all year round. Absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to remove the lid off that, chop this really fine, and that's the first part of the aromatics. Garlic, I'm gonna throw in a nice decent clove, give it a good stir. What I'm doing with the bacon here, I'm unlocking the flavor, I'm unlocking the smoke, I am rendering out the fat, I'm rendering out the salt, I'm getting some color on there, I'm making it a bit crispy. I wanna get something like a little bit sticky on the bottom. All of the lovely salts and sugars and everything else that's in that bacon through the curing process, I want it to kind of start sticking to the bottom of the base with a nice caramel. And then I'm gonna deglaze that with some nice vodka. So the garlic is here, ready to go. I really like a nice rough chopped garlic in my sauces, especially for pasta. Now that that's bubbling away, don't forget, go in there, give it a bit of a stir. Look at that, listen, beautiful. That's what we like. Okay, I said there's gonna be a bit of ginger in this, and there is. This is my #1 favorite go-to in this dish, is the ginger. Love it, love it, love it. I'm just going to roughly peel. I'm not scared of a little bit of ginger peel in there. So I'm gonna grate a little bit. Like I said to you, it doesn't require a lot of ginger. Done. It's at this stage now, I'm gonna throw in my prawns. Prawns go in. So these are gonna cook and infuse and do their thing together. Now, in goes the ginger, and then in goes the rest of the aromatics. Oh, wow, mamma mia. Woo! That is rock your socks off. When you guys cook this, you're gonna love it. Okay, let's ramp up the heat now, because now I want a bit of power in there. Now, because I'm using induction, in theory it should not flame, but be careful when you're using highly flammable alcohols to deglaze, brandy, scotch, whatever. It'll go. So just be careful. Now look at this, quick, before I do it. Look at that crust. That's what I'm telling you about. That's the flavor, but it's not burnt. Vodka time! Mamma mia! Now, lovely deglazing. It's at this point now that I will add a pinch of salt. We're going to use some passata. I'm really in love at the moment with this baby Romas. Delicious. Drop the heat, in goes passata. As it goes in, I just gently work it. And as I'm working it, all that stuff comes off the bottom. Look. It's all coming off the bottom. So why am I not using San Marzano tomatoes or tin tomatoes or peeled tomatoes or crushed tomatoes? You can if you want to. It will just take longer. Okay, let's check the pasta. We've got 4 minutes left on this. That's done. That is now off. I don't want to overcook my prawns because they'll become rubbery. Pasta is ready. Now, the alarm's going off. I am going to strain this out. But before I do that, I'm going to take some of this pasta water. And notice I take the pasta water from the top, where all those bubbles are. This is where we get all of that beautiful starch from. That goes inside. In fact, I might do a little bit more. This does not require much pasta water because it's a serving for one. I'm gonna strain this out and then we're gonna keep going. Alrighty, infuse that in nicely. Now, I've got the heat on. This is not gonna overcook the prawns. We are just bringing everything back up to the right temperature so that it's nice and hot. We're gonna get one last bubble in that. So that way, when the pasta goes in, it's gonna be nice and thirsty. And I always like to just do this with my pasta because I guess I call this air drying. It puts a lot more air through it. It takes off a lot of the excess moisture. The pasta becomes a bit sticky, really thirsty, absorbs all that flavor from the sauce. It's amazing, it's to die for. In goes the spaghetti, off goes the fire, and now we try not to make a mess. Well, una saltata in padella. Look at that. Toss it, get it all going. Now, let's plate it up. Get a bit of height in it. I like to pick it up. I come close, I pop it into the center, and then I just spin. Beauty. And then one more. So like I said, this is a bit of a generous portion for one. You want to impress someone, a significant other, a parent. You give them this. Whoo, mamma mia. You are an instant rock star. Look at that. Spaghetti with king prawns and bacon. Don't put any cheese on it! You do not put cheese! Spaghetti with king prawns and bacon. I've enjoyed making it. I hope you enjoy cooking it. I'm gonna eat this because it's amazing. Oh, buon appetito.